So the topic this week is space. And I don't think I have anything really to say, and I definitely do not have any Star Trek memorabilia or jokes or references that I can really make without probably screwing it up. So, intro? So Tim gave us a lot of facts, and I don't think I have any facts, which is kind of odd for me because growing up and still now I have a lot of random facts I know just about a lot of random things. Sheila already gave us the cosmic perspective, and I think I'm gonna go kind of in that realm. The thing I love about space is that for as big as it is and for as small as we are, is the fact that you can go, and if you live in a small town that doesn't have a lot of lights, or if you live in the city, all you have to do is drive outside city limits a bit, and you can go lay on the ground and look up and you see stars. Even if you live in a city, you could probably see stars, depending on how lit it is. If it's New York, you have to not be in the city, because that city's pretty bright, but I mean, some cities you just look up and there they are, and that's an amazing thing to me. No matter how many times it turns to night, that's one of the greatest things to me. So you can just sit there and look up and see all those stars. And you can go, and if you really decide to do it, you can go watch meteor showers. Or for anyone who decided to stay up that late, even though you probably shouldn't have because class is a thing, but you know, it only happens every so often. If you went out and you saw the red moon, or the blood moon, technically is what we call it, the blood moon, that happened, or if you go and watch or immediate shower, or if you go see like Halley's Comet, if it passes while you're alive, which the next one isn't until like 2061, I think is the next time I read it, so that'll be something to look forward to. And that some nights you can see Mars in the sky. It's probably just like a red dot, but you could see it. And that there are nights when you can see some of the other planets. I don't know when, I just know you can. But the other remarkable thing to me about stars and being able to sit there and look at them is you kind of have to go and look at them for yourself. You can't get pictures of them. And I say this because you probably need some of like the really fancy cameras to pick them up. Because I know I was outside taking pictures because I knew my parents weren't getting any of the blood moon. So I went and I took some as I saw the different stages, and the only thing around the moon was pitch black. But when I looked up at it, I saw stars, and there's one star, only one star I think that was bright enough a couple of times, or that I guess my camera registered a couple of times, that it picked up and it took a picture of it. But most stars, how they're not there, and that it probably takes some pretty high-powered cameras to actually register stars and for you to take pictures of stars at night. I actually love the fact that we kind of can't take pictures of stars because I don't think we should. I think it's part of the experience that, you know, it would kind of be sucky if you're out in your backyard or out on city limits or on the roof of someone's car outside of city limits, and you're kind of just sharing that moment with them, and the next thing you hear is just the clicks of a camera. I know one of the things I used to look forward to when I was little, when I heard about these things and I was able to stay up late so I could go see Mars in the sky, or I could see the moon be weird. I had neighbors who have a telescope. They used it specifically for these occasions, and it was beautiful to see. For all that we can see stars that are millions and millions of miles away. And we can see planets that are just as far. And yeah, we only see stuff within our galaxy, but it's cool. And also, it makes me think and wonder, the astronauts who go out and they're able to look at Earth from space. And I mean, like, we all get to look at Earth from space, like you can Google a picture of it, but actually having that moment of being, holy shit, I'm not on our planet, and actually looking at Earth from the outside, how it changes their perspective, and how so many times when they come back, they realize how much of a small world we are, and just how small the Earth is, and how important it is to care for the Earth and the people on it, and the fact that, yeah, there's only one, that's the only one we got, and we might be fucking it up. So I guess that's my experience with space. And it's gonna change because I'm taking an astronomy class next semester, and I get to look at stars a whole lot more, and probably relearn some of the constellations, possibly. I don't know. I would like to do that sometime, because right now the only ones I remember are Orions and the Big and Small Dippers, and I can't always remember where they're supposed to be at during different times of the year, particularly for where I'm supposed to be, especially when that changes. So I'm looking forward to like finding constellations again, because I think that's really cool that we have constellations, even though like, yeah, everyone says like, you know, constellations are a big deal, like you take any bunch of stars and you can find the shape out of them. The fact that we have them, the ones that we do have, I really find interesting, especially with the stories behind them, and I would like to learn more of the stories behind why we have these constellations and why they got their name. So that's my take and my spiel on space. So until next week, guys. See ya.